Welcome back to the eXoN Cup Finals number 12. Every week, some of the best in North America, and not always North America, battle it out for your hearts, your minds, and more importantly, your money. Between the sponsors of Tantalizing Terrariums and OSC Championships and the people, we have, for one of the first times in a while, possibly the first time, I don't remember, it all kind of blends together, it's a weekly thing now, but we have no choice but to crown someone from Team eXoN champion. Both these players have made it this far before, they've both won multiple cups, but now we'll find out who's truly the cream of the crop. In the top left, Team eXoN's Mexican Zerg player, with showing off his food preferences in chat, as Starcraft players do. Without. It's Cham. And in the bottom right, the Protoss player. Exciting games, win or many times loss. She's from the United States of America. Top Grandmaster on Team eXoN. It's Nina. What is... okay. Thanks, I like carrots. With ranch, without. More healthy. That's fair. Most of the unhealthiness of carrots does not come from the carrots. It comes from the ranch. Which color carrot? Wait, there are multiple colors of carrots? What? No, what? No, okay. I don't have all chat. I felt obligated to chime in here. Okay, let's see. Carrot... What the fuck? What the fuck is this? What is this? What is it? These are all carrots? No. Bullshit. We need some more genetic engineering, alright? That's what we need. We need some more carrot eugenics. I'm on board. Never again do I want to see that. Game, please. Winter, talk about the game. Talk about how they're both doing the same build you've seen in every single ZVP that isn't a cannon rush in the last 3 years. Talk about that, Winter. There's a game going on. I only eat... Wait, did he spell broccoli wrong? Wait, how many colors are... I'm not going to be fooled again. Broccoli colors. Some of those are just cauliflower. I'm pretty sure cauliflower is like... I've been playing a lot of Hades. So, like, cauliflower is like the Hades of broccoli. Like, there was a whole family of broccolis, but then it split off a while ago because it was pissed off at the other broccolis. Cauliflower is broccoli. You see, I'm right. That's just science. If the players won't stop talking about carrots and broccoli, I'm not going to focus on the game either. Let's make that very clear. As they go all the way to 3.5 mark. Like, this is some professional chat per minute. Like, I just get spinach juice. Okay, now Nina's gone too far. Sometimes players go too far, and I think we've crossed a line here. That's good too. No, what? No. Like, I'll take spinach and juice and hold the spinach. There's a lot of food-related emotes now. I don't. What? Oh my god, there is a juice emote! We're off to a strong start on these Team eXoN Cup Finals. The winner of this series takes home the lion's share of, I think it's over 150 bucks now. We'll check after as we do it live. Usually at some point, the conversation... I was surprised it went this long, but they both have strong feelings. Teammates, I'm sure they both know the range of builds the other might choose. Both Nina and Cham, dangerous at all stages of the game. But I think both are more focused on that early mid-game play a lot of the time. Like, Nina will go for the late game, like Glass Cannon, Disruptor, Void Ray, High Templar. So pretty much anything that has an energy bar or a cooldown, Nina will use it. And anything that doesn't is like spinach without juice. Let's be honest here. Meanwhile, Cham is all about hitting those sharp tech timings, whether it be Surprise Mutas, or Surprise Nidus, or Surprise Zerglings. There is a lot of that, but of course he can go toe-to-toe in the macro battle as well. I gotta say, I think there was more in the way of words per minute from both players than your average Platinum League APM. On top of actually playing the game, it doesn't seem like anyone missed a beat there. It was just your standard, Mr. Guy in the chat, your standard Protoss versus Zerg you've seen literally thousands of times if you're a player or a caster in the last 3 years. One gate into Stargate. These players have seen it even more than me. Is that a... Oh my god, he's going Microbial Shroud Rush! Or just Fungal. Like, actually, Microbial Shroud is a real option against... Well, before splash damage. We will see. Like... It is still void. This is... Like, I've seen so many Protoss do this, and they always fail. I've seen Neeb do this. I've seen M-Canning leading the American Protoss. Nina, also an American Protoss, also trying to go for, like, just a straight-up Stargate play. Every time it's happened, the Zerg just runs them over. Because you can't just sit there and build Void Rays or Carriers. Yes, there are High Templar, but it feels like we're skipping a few steps here. Cham has 81 drones. Like... that's a lot of cannons. That's more cannons than usual here. I guess Nina has cut out everything but High Templars and Stargate units. It's cannons, batteries, Void Rays, and Templar. And that's about it. Okay. I guess it depends on the Fungals and the Shrouds here. I doubt he's going to expect High Templar to already be a factor. No shield battery overcharge because the Nexus ain't done yet. But once it's done, that shield battery overcharge can win fights almost on its own sometimes. It really does have to be respected. But of course, you can just kill the shield battery if it's misplaced or you're in range. We'll have to see. Or you could back off for, I don't know, 5 seconds. A carrier's on the way. So Nina, third player, third American Protoss, I've seen it. Might be the charm. There's the battery overcharge. Slows things down. Great feedbacks. Fungal on the Templar. Doesn't matter much. Storms drop. Microbial Shroud. A storm be here, if you would. And that's what most players expected it to be from the start. The Microbial Shroud help you against the Voids, but the storms rip them to shreds. The Shroud will not protect you from these Category 5 storms. And suddenly, Cham melted. And that was the missing piece. No, Nina, you can't just go for Void Rays and Templar. You have to have a mid-game. Well, apparently not. As Cham tries to go... Honestly, that was the missing piece for M-Canning and for Neeb. Was they tried to really focus more on the mid-game tech more. Nina sprinted to High Templar tech. And the Storms made... Honestly, the Storms on their own might have won that fight. The Void Rays were a minor factor at best. Well, what do you do now, Cham? Cham not building... Oh, he has a hive. He has a hive. Important to note. That carrier might trigger a tech switch. There is no Spire for Cham. He's still got 88 drones. Nina has 84 probes, so it's pretty intense on both sides here. The economies. This is about the highest economy you'll see in a game of professional StarCraft. They're both at over 3,000 minerals a minute and 1,000 gas. Because the main base hasn't yet mined out of minerals or gas for either player, though it's getting there. And they're on 4 bases. Cham's going to 5. This is the most booming economy you see in a real game of StarCraft. So, how long will the bank survive? Oh, Cham coming up. Will we see tectonic destabilizers? The Tempest attack versus buildings upgrade, which is a little niche, so kind of confusing, but I don't know if Nina hasn't seen the spores yet, has she? Cham has a line of creep spreading throughout multiple tendrils of the map. Oh, fungal, great fungal, but the follow-up, still good. That's a lot of damage with those fungals. It takes 3 fungals chained together to kill Templar. But the shields, right back up. It didn't bring anything much past the shield, so the shield batteries... Oh, did that fungal miss? Or did it not land at all? Or was there no energy there? But you gotta be careful, because the interceptors can die to hydras. I know, it sounds obvious, but there's a point at which you get enough interceptors, they just don't die. Now, of course, they also die to storm. So it's not like the interceptors have their storm shields or something that allows them to negate any... No. They're pretty fragile. A couple storms will kill Nina's own interceptors, so you usually want to try to focus the storms wherever the interceptors are not. But that's kind of a good problem to have. There's some lurkers underneath here. They do not have range, so the Templar are not as threatened. Down goes an observer, but there are plenty of oracles for revelation, and therefore detection. The battle continues. Cham's very forward about this. Just like about his love of carrots. No! Whoa! Really? Are you kidding me? Okay. Nina just launched the interceptors at her nexus to have them all unloaded to launch them at the hydras. The only downside is that expedited them dying to hydras. But the idea was very interesting. We got Tempest on the way. Where's my tectonic destabilizers? Yeah, there weren't nearly enough interceptors that they didn't just die to hydras. But, oh, great storms. Great storms. Is it enough to push through? The hydra's holding their ground. The interceptor count dipping. Only a dozen left. 10 at a time building. But at some point, you run out of interceptors. Here come the Tempest. Guaranteed damage, though just not that much of it. Tempest working through. There's still one lurker at the back there. Pre-split versus the Storm. Does a good job. Interceptor's almost empty. Storm's not so much. Full energy Templar gets 1 storm off. There's still that... Oh, where's the creep, Brenda? You said... Oh, the spore crawlers are immigrating to the other side of the map. Tectonic destabilizers in a real scenario. So the most expensive armies, we're only 13 minutes in, but these are the unit compositions you'd usually see at 30. Oh, get over here. 1 carrier kidnapped and killed. No ransoming that thing. The creep is oppressive right now as Cham tries to lock down the map. He, of course, if Nina's locked to 4 bases, technically he has potentially the rest. Getting any of those double rich Vespine bases. Where's the Templar? Here come the Templar. Yanks in 1. There is lurker range now to zone out the Templar. A lot of Hydras died there. The unit's lost. Wow, Cham has lost twice as much. And twice as much. 3,500 more gas? I didn't know it was that bad. Those destabilizers are going to be very helpful at clearing the forests of spores here. It's almost like we're on a test map, testing the balance changes, but this is live. Okay, destabilizers are nearly done. The Hydra count is pretty minimal. We haven't seen... Well, there was a group of Corruptors built. I think there's an Overseer. Oh, that's the Pro! Survives. Everyone's made it down the ramp to their unattached garage over at the 5th. Down goes the Lurker, protecting the Templar. Down go the Spores before destabilizers are... No. Oh, here are the destabilizers. The spore crawlers just crumble. The Tempest shot's doing far too much. The Storm Hammer dropping. Nina is maxed out. Corruptor's here to deal with it. Cham has plenty of income, and he has throughout this game, but Nina's banking money and gas, and Cham is struggling to put 200 supply on the table. Nina just showing the true power of Turtle Toss. Sky Toss is back, baby. Why ever move out of your base before 4 bases, all the fleet beacon upgrades, and max energy Templar? 1 Tempest still gets some shots off. Cham's building Corruptors. How are Corruptors? Well, when the Templar run out of energy, if the Templar run out of energy, then maybe. But the fact that Cham isn't maxed out, I feel like Cham has no plan to deal with it at this stage. Like, it's progressed too far. What do you do now? Oh my god! I mean, there are charge lots. When did that... I guess there are a few cannons here. The Hydras can't even beat the cannons. Cannons don't cost supply. This is a very fun fact if you're Protoss. Well, here comes the Templar, here comes the Tempest, but they're anything but temporary against this army. Maybe 1 or 2 carriers gets pulled out and picked off, but at the end of the day, the Templar underneath. Oh, gets maybe another carrier. Cham's at 140 supply. Nina making it look honestly pretty impossible. There was no point where it seemed like Cham was threatening. It was a little scary, I guess, at the 4th. But at no point did Nina seem like she was anywhere close to losing. Those Tempests raining down. Huge shots on the... Well, actually... Okay, whoa. Cham has waited till the last possible moment. Nina forced to recall, but gonna lose a couple more carriers and Templar. Cham lost 3 bases, like 30 drones, a bunch of tech, but not yet the game. So, there's a chance. Shield battery overcharge. Oh, there are charge lots. Never mind. There's +1/+1. There's +1 with +2 shields charge lots. Which is actually... Oh, the Lurker Den was not killed. Which means Lurkers can be built. But maybe that's not the place for... Oracle goes down. Okay, Cham flailing here. But will survive. Nina's maxed out with charge lots. She's actually going to want to get rid of those charge lots. That's too many charge lots. Those are kind of like, I guess I'm warping charge lots. Though a few more gates on the way. Really? You forget about these? You forget about the cannons? You saw the cannons! The Corruptors are on the wrong side of the map, which means Nina has plenty of time to move forward. Like, Nina does not care for the charge slots. They were just a backstop. And now we can build real units, like carriers. Though, this is the one risk here, is that Nina lets... Oh, I really thought that was a mothership. And I'm like, how did I miss a mothership warping in? I didn't. Oh, there goes the Lurker Den. Finish what you started. Well, this is very bad. By the way, all these drones are long distance mining anyways. It does feel like Cham is bleeding out right now. And even if Nina does little to nothing, Cham's just gonna fall apart. He's barely here. Hydras and Corruptors against upgraded Templar Tempest Carrier. With a few Void Rays in the mix as well. But Cham does kill a Nexus with Corruptors. So, I mean, that's something. But that means the Corruptors just flew through a bunch of cannons to get here. I mean, they might end up here. Are there too many Lurkers now? Well, I don't think he's maxed. Oh, that's a lot of probes. Not that Nina needs that many probes now. In fact, that might help. Wait, Nina doesn't have many minerals. Which means these interceptors are pretty costly here. Where are the storms? The incomes are now no longer what they once were. Remember when I was talking about over 3,000? Yeah, we're at half that now. But still enough to warp in a dozen charge lots into the main, kill the hive, chop off the tech tree to a stump. Hydra Den was rebuilt, but Cham... ever since the 4th base was defended, it felt like, Cham, are you going to show us how to beat Skytoss? And the answer? Not really. He tried. He gave it... Like, the infestors were used. I do think it's a combination of Viper, Infestor, Corruptor. Hydras always seem like a half measure because of Storm. But, well, those Storms aren't great. But at any point, the problem is at any point, Nina can warp in charge lots, which really mess up the whole killing all the interceptors idea. There's always going to be another Storm. Or two. Jimmy, can I get the forecast? Yeah. It does... It feels like Cham, like many Zergs, I can empathize, just didn't want to let it get that far. You don't want to let it get to carriers and Storm, and good luck. Like, sometimes you'll watch Cyril deal with it, and he'll be individually pulling out carriers and not losing anything somehow. It's not easy. It's really difficult. Yeah, that's two ways to say it. We'll see. I hope we get some of the new season maps. I think Cham maybe, like, he didn't hit a Hydra timing. He went Hydra, Infestor, and also Hive and everything else. I think maybe if you're going to do that, you got to commit to the time. Like, you got to hit harder earlier at the expense of having more tech later on. Because if you let... Now, what he didn't realize, I think he realized it was going to be Skytoss. He didn't realize how quick the High Templar were. Like, usually players, if they're going to put any ground, they just add charge lots or something. But Nina was like, no. Immediately. Straight to High Templar. Which means there's a big vulnerability to maybe a timing. I'm waiting for the next game to load here. We do it live. I should probably put the bracket command up so you guys can give contributions. If you have a Twitch account, I know you do. Mr. Oh, it's GG any second in the chat. Then you can connect and contribute. We're on Jagannatha, which I'd like to...
Oh, a follower.
Wait. It doesn't show...
You know.
It doesn't show the most important part. So, an important part of the original description is that the design of Jagannatha was influenced by Twitch chat. Because the map maker... The map maker, Time... decided to stream his map making, and then I was trying to see if Drigger was saying anything. Alright, who's the host? Cham is host. Let's do this. But it is actually just... It's a colorful version of a pretty standard map. It has some speed zones, but otherwise... Let's do it live. No, Jimmy, one job. Nina won Game 1, Cham lost to Skytoss. Cham, I need that reaction. There's 5 of them. No, it's much more exciting. It's much more exciting. Very interesting. Okay, I guess it is. I was... Winter, talk about the game! It would be a real commentator. What are your guys' favorite juices? Vegetable juices are all the rage amongst these professional gamers. Nina with the tactical, like, let's play the game. That's let's play the game. Essentially, is what they're doing. For those not well versed in StarCraft etiquette. At some point, if one player's like GLHF or something along those lines, then usually it's indicator. Let's get back to it. So Nina wants to take this one. Every time Nina has won a game in the eXoN Cup Finals, she immediately decides to do completely different strategies and then lose. At least that was the last few times. Against Vanya. Mostly against Vanya again. Can you flip player nameplate to the... Jimmy, do we have the technology? No, screw that guy. Oh. Tell me before you do these things. Oh, I can't believe it. It's a Stargate. How crazy. You know, for like 6 months of last year, 2019, you remember 10 years ago last year? Stargate opener was like 80% of the non-canon rushes. It went down throughout a year and a half or so because of various things to like 50% or 40%. But since the Void Ray buff and as the patch has gone on, I think it's back up to around 70. Like, the Adept Glaives... yeah. Cham not willing to leave this line. Oh, look at those beautiful lily pads. I wonder if they'll catch the blood that the meaty chunks of the Overlord will let spill upon them into the pristine waters of Jagannatha. We will see. Yeah, think of that lily pad is like 1/8 the size of an Overlord. That's pretty big a lily pad. Carrots are definitely like at least a tier 2 vegetable. I don't know if I'd put them in tier 1. I haven't updated my vegetable tier ranking in a while. But like they have a lot of versatility. And even more versatility than I knew, and that's what's important. Like, you gotta factor in the versatility. And, like, and ease of access as well. That's another top important factor. I'd put them at, like, Diamond League vegetable. Maybe Masters. Potatoes are like the cure of vegetables. Okay? Potatoes are... like, they can do anything. But when it's really important, they're underwhelming. They can beat any vegetable, but usually they won't. There's a Robo and a Forge behind. Back to the game! What's a Grandmaster vegetable? I haven't tasted one yet. Tomato. Tomato is a grandmaster vegetable. It's a vegetable so good that people argue it's a fruit. Alright. But tomatoes are in disguise. There you go. And leave a comment below. Like and subscribe. RoboBay on the way. Everyone knows how to get the right answer on the internet. RoboBay on the way, +1. Wait, is this gonna... No, this is not gonna be Disruptor. It looks like Colossus. It smells like Colossus. It is Colossus. Yeah, Disruptor wouldn't make any sense against your mass queen. I mean, I guess against queens, but queens are rarely alone. That's what injecting hatcheries is for, right? Karen, you did that? No? Oh! Oh my! Oh, the knitting crew! Wait. Oh. They were making a... yes. Yeah? You better macro well or we're gonna go attack. That was... The queens are on... Wait. Oh my god, they are. Oh no! You know what? Call my private overlord! We're heading to the lily pads! And make sure we have some premium tomatoes, my favorite vegetable. Wait, where are the queens? It's a queen drop. Brenda has recently been dabbling in electronic dance music, and this time, it's time to drop it like dubstep. A little awkwardly. It's gonna take a while, but it's gonna keep happening, just like at random times, because queen drops are super weird, but also surprisingly effective against players who decide they just don't want to build very many units, except for the important ones. Here come the links. One Colossus has to hold the line. Brenda dropping the base. But will there be enough to defend? There's no shield, but the queen get the Colossus! Brought low by the knitting crew. The Zerglings into the third. The queens will hold the line as the Zerglings ransack the rest of the base, waiting out the battery overcharge. The wall, a prison of Nina's own design. The creep is dropped. Here come the queens. The Zerglings over the top. Over the top, the queens transfusing one another. They have plenty of energy. Zerglings on the Colossi. Micro back past the wall. Cham is breaking through. 23 probes have been killed. But Dark Templar, no! The unseen enemy! Wait, how? Oh, the main is gone! By the way, the main is gone! It's gone! Throw it on. In case both me and you and Nina missed it. It's gone. So, what looked like it might turn around quickly is instead... Brenda! They all died. Everyone. All of them. They all died. The only survivor drops her creep and begins the long journey home. So, Cham is now at 70. Like, this was a macro all-in. And by the way, it's time for Ultralisks. I'm sorry, that was a little more dramatic than I thought. I thought it needed a good... Please clap. Of course, the classic mid-game Queen Zergling Doom drop into Ultralisks. And you know what? Against all the things that kill Queens and Ultras, I mean Queens and Lings, this is the only time Ultras are good. Colossi. Archons actually aren't incredible against Ultras. It's really Immortals. Charge-lots aren't bad. But there are no Immortals. Cham has baited out the only units Ultras can kill. Using every... Oh, God, no! Oh, Jesus. Deja vu. Speed Overseers in Wulas is one of the most terrifying things I have. Okay, it's not that terrifying, but it was uncomfortably fast. It was startlingly fast. No. So this is a ragtag band of Protoss over here. A few Zerglings trying to come in. Everyone else is slowly filing their way out of the main. But well, they are ultraless, no longer paperless. Where's Brenda? Did she get transfused? Do any of these have a bunch of kills? Did she die on the way home on the Oregon Trail? The ultras are, oh my god, they just keep coming. They just keep coming. There's a Colossus. Those are ultraless. Nina stops and comments, and indeed, yes, they are. That's illegal. Like the 6th flavor of carrot. My babies, big babies, and they do act like it sometimes. Like, they grew up Zergling-sized and have never had spatial awareness since. But that's okay, because they're chopping through. The Queenling drop into Ultralisk finisher. That is a classic Cham move. Welcome to Cham's Chamber of Little Used Zerg Tactics. And the hero... Wow. Cham's hero unit was an Ultralisk. Which... Jimmy, I can't see the name. No, not over my face. Come on. Professor Brent the Iron. Remember, throughout all of that... Cham racks up a 6-kill Ultra. His unit's so cost-effective that one of them got even 6 kills. Nina has to take the dog out. Apparently has a dog that must be taken out. So, another exciting aspect of live tournaments. What's your favorite flavor of dog? I mean, that was worse than I intended it to be. What's your favorite breed of dog? The carrots are bleeding over. I only eat carrots, I swear. Carrots in various forms and ways. All 6. Oh, I haven't heard of anyone say husky in many years. Great Dane. Corgi, Border Collie. Any dog that could feasibly save me from a fire. Have you tried yourself? You bitch. Got him. Real clever. My dog is a cat. I'm sorry to hear that. When did that happen? You can still use the bracket command and contribute. The golden retriever. We'll see. This could be... It could be... Wow. So, I have streamed at least 12 hours every... I think there might have been 111. Every day this week. I think we had 17 and 15. And I don't know why. Well, I've been playing a lot of games that don't have an end. Which is a problem. Hades. Minecraft. You guys missed the Minecraft last night? Get out of my stream. I only play Minecraft now. Factorio. There were others. Star Wars Squadrons. Oh yeah, when does that come out? That is the game I'm most excited to be disappointed by. Like, on the 2nd. Like, I'm so hyped to have my expectations, which are low, ruined. but I'm definitely going to play it. Like, space combat, like, I played Infinity Battlescape, which is the game marketed so poorly, I assume everyone thought it was a $40 mobile game, but it's actually amazing, but it has next to literally 0 players. It's a great game, but, like, nobody plays it because it's a $40 early access that sounds like a mobile game AI name generator. Yeah, meaning we gotta get our squadron going. It's supposed to be an esports game, right? Squadrons. Like, that's what it, like, it has an esports intent. So, finally a fighter battle game that with esports in it. We'll see. We'll see. Star Wars Squadrons. Like, I'm gonna play it a lot. It's probably gonna be like a week off of Starcraft for me, cause I am a huge. If you've watched more than just the Starcraft in the stream, you know I can't help myself but play even terrible space fighter games. So terrible space fighter games, including Dreadnought, PlanetSide. It depends on your opinion of the fine in PlanetSide. I play Elite Dangerous usually for a week or 2 at a time. I've done it 3 times now. And then I realize, you know what? This is just an advanced version of being an SCV.
New subscriber
and decided to put it back down because I don't want to be a blue mineral worker. I don't care about your goddamn void opals, okay? I want to do things that take skill. Thank you, Pointless Dan. And, Zlewalker Chugrundle. Why did Pointless Dan not show up on my esports thing? No, I mean, like, space combat. Like, well, Infinity Battlescape is a good example. What are the... Nobody invites me. Oh my god.
New subscriber detected.
Thank you, Fenton. What? I think I quit the lobby. There's been a lobby before. Oh yeah, we're doing a start and Winter talk about the game. We've spent more time in game, in these games, talking about carrots and various vegetable related juices, and taking, and plus taking the dog out, than the actual rest of the game. I could have spent this time on my vegetable tier list. You see, I need better time management skills. I do apologize. Anyways, back to the Team eXoN Cup Finals. Number 12 brought to you by Tantalizing Terrarium, spelled like T-A-R-A on Instagram. Check them out. Why? That's not how you spell terrarium, but it is how you spell Terra. And if you can't do that math, well then maybe you need a terrarium to spell it out for you. And also, Online Sports Championships, OSC Esports. Google it. Or just go to the eXoN Cup Match Reno page and find more info. Oh, what? 1-1? But who won the vegetable battle? Not even a single? We're on Lightshade, made by the maker of Nightshade, believe it or not. What is that? What is that, Eva? How do you know that? Whatever it... Nina hiding the... Wait, how... oh my god. Using the pervert pillar there. Oh! Cham, default spray. The default spray is GG, which is a little passive-aggressive by Blizzard, I think. But, so, we talked about this before, but the spray cooldown is now only 15 seconds. Okay? You can have 3 sprays at a time. Before, it was like 3 minutes. This was like an unwritten change. But now you can... And also, you can spray with Overlord. No other unit. Just workers and Overlords. But, like, who made that decision? And I love it. So, Zerg players, come on. You are really missing opportunity. Meanwhile, could it be a Stargate build again? You know Lightshade is a map. You got a 3rd base, you got a 4th base, you got a 5th base, and then you got a 6th base on both sides. And then the Overlord will see things, and yada yada yada. She waited. This is a bait. This is a bait. So, Nina waited on Warp Gate until after building the Twilight in order to pretend like, I'm going Stargate. But instead, Nina's gonna pretend like, I'm dying to Zerglings. Which is not as fun. Oh my god, it's the drone thing! It's the drones! Oh, Solar, what have you done? Oh no! Oh, here comes the... Oh, this is... Okay, this is happening. Now there's a second adept. Oh, wait. Is Cham just dead? Wait, now that... Okay, what am I watching? They're drones. They're... The drones are in the main. I don't even think 5 drones beat an adept. Even without micro. The drones are back. Cham, a little... if this was Stargate, if Nina hadn't... I don't know what she saw with the Adept Shade, but I think it... Well, the Zerglings are in now. That's a lot. That's several Zerg... But the A move is kind of rough here. Another Adept pops out. Very important. Cham only has 15 drones behind this. There's nothing else here. Like... Oh, the Zerglings got in! This was the only thing that could go wrong. The probes just need to hold the line. They just needed to hold the line. Oh no, wait, no, that last group of Zerglings was everything. And now there's not like this. It was a stronghold right up until that last split second. Where it was. I couldn't have said it better myself. Sometimes. Oh no. Nina won the first game convincingly.
New subscriber detected.
And now we've had 2 tough messes. And that puts Cham on match point. I'll take this time. If you go to Tantalizing Terrariums, a sponsor, you might be like, that seems like an odd sponsor. I say you're potentially an odd sponsor. I'm not sure where we go with the link. I have to actually copy paste. Okay. And we find you can get your very own I think that's Avatar, Digimon. You can get your very own customized Not the child. Not the person. Pikachu. I know Pikachu. Alright, is that Detective Pikachu? Because he's spying on you in your sleep after you buy that beautiful terrarium? Maybe. You don't know. Veggies too. We don't have time for that. We got real... Wait. We've got gaming to do. Unromanticized. What's the shit tier vegetable? Beets. Not beets. Not Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts have a lot of utility. These are easy pigs. These are not... These are like medium pigs. Oranges. Oranges are pretty rough. Yeah, they're like lentils or something that is only used to make things more annoying. No. Like you say lentil soup. I say, what is this in my teeth? Like... it's hard to choose. There's a lot of mediocre. They're legumes, which are not vegetables. That's like saying Protoss players aren't all cheesers. Some are macro players. They're still Protoss. You might be like, legume? No, legume is a different legume. Not vegetable. It's been Googled before. I'm not the first person. They're the seeds of vegetables. Okay? Whatever. Technical difference. My analogy was actually perfect. It's like, oh, that's a cheesy Protoss, and that's a fully grown macro Protoss. Nobody cares. They're vegetable adjacent. And that's why they're the shittiest vegetables. Because they're not even real vegetables. I've decided. Nina has advanced her cannon rush build in the chat, but we'll see if it follows through in game. I don't believe you. What a meta. By the way, we're on Romanticide, which is a beautiful map. Wait. Oh. Yeah. Was that me? No. No, it's just a time warp field. Cham saw the probe with an OV. I think. Right? Yeah. I gotta say, the creep looks like a bit of a mess. It looks like somebody didn't buy enough creep for the for the base. And they're like, well, just... It doesn't all have to be near the hatchery. Like, people be looking at the hatchery from far away. Well, let me zoom out. Still looks bad. I don't know. Sometimes that happens with the indicator things. Is it gonna be a Stargate? We will see. Wow, that was the laziest commentary. Like, tasteless. Come on. Fill in here. It could be a Stargate. Also, options include Twilight Council, robotics facility. If this is platinum, maybe just some more gateways and then eventually a robotics facility. Is it going to be whatever build Nina was trying to do last game? I don't know if that's intentionally... I mean, it's timed out to be a Stargate. Like, it's timed out to look exactly like a Stargate. It's built at the time you would build a Stargate. And then Warp Gate starts afterwards, etc., etc. So... It's supposed to look like a Stargate build. I've got it. They got it. They got it, Winter. It looks like a Stargate, not a Stargate. They have it under control. They've got it on lock. And I don't think Cham's going to be fooled for long, because he's going to come in, see the pylon, see, oh, it's a Twilight, and now all of that doesn't matter anymore. I guess maybe... Well, that's not good. You don't really... one kill doesn't really justify it. There's a Dark Shrine on the way. It looks like DT drop. But it does have the ambiguity of whether it could be a Adept Glaives build, it could be a High Templar play. Sometimes there's charge. DTs are definitely not uncommon. DTs have seen a resurgence. There were a few years in Legacy of the Void where DTs were what they stereotypically have been in the past, which is like, oh, I don't know, I guess we gotta go DTs, I have no other options. But DTs are just controlling the pace of the game. It forces detection. They aren't so bad at fighting in and of themselves. Of course, the risk is it takes a while to pay off. The Dark Shrine is twice as long to build as the Templar Archives, which is it's a shrine as opposed to an archives. One of them got an education, the other one's just like praying to the Zelnaga or something all day and hoping for the best. So, thus, the time it takes. There's an Overseer done already. So, even if the Dark Shrine's not scouted, Cham locked down with a perfectly solid count. In fact, I think he's going to be happy. If you go for the lair quick, oh my god, look at these beautiful boardwalks here. Oh, it looks amazing. Between the Purple Abyss, that's where they keep the Terrazine. Nobody tells Statman. In terms of the build you would want to face with a quicker lair, this is it. Like, you want to face the DT build, because if you go for the quicker lair and it's an Adept Glaives, you've kind of slowed down your drone and your roach production for not too much reason. Like, roach speed isn't the top priority. Besides actually having enough units. If it is a like a charge lot build, same thing. You still want a solid roach count. Whereas against DTs, you just need a few roaches and detection to shut it down. Well, the line of Zergling scouted. We're on patrol duty again. We gotta clear out they're slow legs. Somebody else handle it, says the two Archons who will not be relegated to such tasks. Where is Observer? Okay, there's no Observer. That's not great. There's one Overlord to kill. If this Prism dies, Nina, I'm not gonna be a professional player commentator, but if this Prism dies, Nina's probably lost the game. Like, this really, really, really needs to not die. It's very, very important. This is by far the most vulnerable stage. Cham is just building units. If there's nothing to anchor him back home with any amount of units for a time, then he will just attack, and he will probably win. So this Prism, threatening to do not just the damage of the Archons, but anything warped in, is a huge part of keeping everything alive back at home. The Prism getting Uncomfortably low. Not dead, not even close to dead, but uncomfortably low. We got some mineral walls in the center as well. Very dramatic. Can't you tell them to, like, hold off on the... You know, okay, dramatic orchestra. For the attack. I don't know where Nina was. She was over to the right side of the map. The prism's in the main. The Archons are kind of looking like they're on Seleptal army. And the entirety of Cham's army kind of just came across the map. DTs are defending some parts of this. Archons are just kind of having their way with the Zerg base right now. 13 probes have died, but the Archons are still just freestyling on the drone. So if Nina does manage to defend this, there might be some counter damage. Yeah, yeah, go for the hatch. Why not? You're a big boy. All right, the Hydras will handle it. The drones are fighting. So the only reason Nina has a chance right now is because the Archons just kind of had a day off in the main, and they weren't even controlled. Neither side was controlling or paying attention to Cham's base. So, those Archons, heroes of the Protoss, they rack up... Now, here's the thing. I don't even know if Nina realizes how many kills they got. Cham's actually behind 13 workers here. But if Nina wasn't really paying attention, then Nina might think she is behind on worker. Which if nothing had happened, would be the case. But I don't know. There's double robo here. There's still a lot of Hydraling. There is extended thermal lance, but no +1 attack means that it takes 2 hits to kill even Zerglings. Now, probes will die. The DTs are making their way in. No, Hydras. Hydras have to retreat. This is looking great right now. In fact, the DTs might type out 2 Gs. Wait, no. How are there Zerglings in the main? What a mess. These DTs are devastating here. This is insult to significant injury. Like, this is not really a great fight for the drones. No fight is a great fight for the drones. But of fights for the drones, that's definitely lower on the tier list. Nina now has a stable economy. She's gonna have +1 soon enough. Some strong robotics units. Whereas Cham is stuck on Roach Hydra. Roach Hydra's fine, but it leans on having a better economy and better production than your opponent. You make up for the lack of quality with quantity. But Cham does not have that quantity right now. He's building a risky round of drones, but you gotta do something. Also, you gotta be careful about these mineral patches. They only take 2 trips to mine out. I think Cham might be well served by actually getting through the mineral walls. There are several small mineral walls at key points pretty close on the map as well. Like, I think we're going to see players start mining through them pretty early. Will Cham commit to defending this base? Does he have... He doesn't really have upgrades. There's a lot of force field potential. That's why Ravagers are at such a premium. I don't think Cham defends this base. I think Cham's got to give it up. Maybe after the base dies, he'll go for the fight. Nina starting to... Well, what is this? 2 DTs slipping into the natural. A base has already been killed. And the army itself doesn't seem that capable here. 6 more drones. Cham bleeding out again. There's a small counterattack. Nina taking this 4th. A very Nightshade-esque layout on the first 4 bases. Oh, there's a hard wall. Meanwhile, Nina's just bashing through. The Colossi are enough to just keep any attempts at skirmishing at bay. Oh, wait, it's not a hard wall. It was a mental wall. And now DTs exist. Cham's struggling. I don't think he's realized it yet, but he's pretty much out of options. He's down to 2 bases against a 4-base Protoss with no detection against... This is looking like a slow burn, but a burn nonetheless. The Archons carrying more than their weight, which isn't hard because they hover. But... wait. Cham comes in from the back. Their DT's ransacking the main. So all Nina has to do is not outright lose this army for next to nothing. Yeah, 3 DTs in the main. So, despite what looked to be a closer than expected fight, there's now DTs killing the main base. Which... Uh-oh. Will they get it? Oh, a little late to pull back on that. There's... What is this army? The weirdest... Well, the DTs... Yeah, it looked like a whole lot of Cham not losing, but very, very little of Cham winning. Those 2 Archons, they better be the heroes. Let us see. But I think those 2 Archons, the forgotten Archons, they finally let them out of the house. You know the house Archons. Oh, and here comes an Immortal taking all the credit. Classic Immortal move. Douchebags. Sergeant Brendan the Shark. Even naming himself the Shark. What a name. Immortals. Never change. Jimmy, we're going to the game. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at an early pull from Cham. We're doing professional StarCraft casting. Because I get paid for it. If you subscribe today. Oh yeah, match point, game 5 of the eXoN Cup 12 finals. Definitely a dynamic match with a wide variety of strategies. I think now might actually be the time for the cannon rush. The one time, Nina, real sus right now. Oh, no, you gotta build the forge first. Oh. Nina was the cannon rusher. Cham just takes the 3rd. A classic tactic. Nowadays, I feel like Zerg players just take the 3rd even if a probe scout doesn't go out. I doubt it. I think most players are still watching for the probe, but... it's become so ubiquitous with the early probe scout going out and blocking the hatch. Like, Zergs have had enough. Do you cast events or winter events where fans can join? Yes, in fact I do. I'm casting the eXoN Cup 12, where any one of you could have signed up and played, as I've said every week. But you didn't. Every Wednesday! This is match 5 of those finals. Every week at random times. Check your mailbox. And you will get the code which will lead you to unlocking the hyperlink, which will lead you to signing in and actually getting the time. Cham. Cham. Cham! Damn it! This is the map that Solar did the drone pull in GSL last weekend. Builds have consequences. So I think this game kind of... Well, it actually doesn't matter if the Adept leaves. And if there's not a wall, it does matter. Nina saw nothing. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. The Adept has seen Oh, Cham. You bastard. Oh. Oh. Well, I mean, I think the damage is already done. The Stargate is a long way off. Warp Gate will not be finishing anytime soon, if ever. The Stargate pylon. Here's the Adept, but no Stargate units. The probes must... Oh, they're speedlings. Oh. You gotta protect the Adept dies. Feel the hatred of 10,000 Zergs! Chamlin! 2 out of 3 Ling Floods. Work every time. Cham is your eXoN Cup 12 champion. Drone pulling his way by Nina in dramatic fashion. That's how it ends. Dramatic game 1, where Nina showed the power of the Golden Armada. And then Cham wasn't going to let that happen again. Cham takes it 3-2. Thank you to Drickit and Team eXoN at twitter.com/ or at eXoN_SC. Tantalizing terrariums. Every week, Wednesday, the eXoN Cup. OSC, esports, and you for watching. If this ends up on YouTube, like, subscribe, check out these exciting videos instead of letting autoplay go. Good luck, and have fun.